Welcome back.
Hey, how's it going? How was your day, brother?
You do that same thing every time, you know that.
I sure do.
Okay. It was boring. Very boring.
Not mine. My wife had me doing fucking Christmas lights all goddamn day.
Sounds like a lot of no fun.
Oh yeah, no fun, no fun. But now I'm having a nice little cigar here. What are you smoking?
It's a Rocky Patel vintage 1990. It's the vintage line.
This is a Rocky Patel The Edge.
Are you smoking the Edge?
Yes, sir.
Which color label you got?
The white one, I think. Yellow one.
Yellow or yellow?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Okay. It's my southern accent. Don't be making fun of it, you fucking Yankee.
I'm a Yank. You ain't much of a different. You're a Yank. You ain't
no
too far from me.
dude. I'm in Florida. You can't go no south.
I'm talking about where you came from, and not your daddy's ball sack either.
Oh, I mean, I was born and raised in Kentucky, so Ridge Runner.
I got a story from Reddit.
Oh, what kind of story is this?
Basically, I'm still waiting on some emails. So anybody that's watching right now, do me a favor. Give me some good stories. Give us some good stories to talk about and have a good time. The MB Show Unfiltered at gmail.com. So the headliner is, my girlfriend is significantly wealthier than me, and that has become a problem. He's a 27 male. She's 27. Okay.
So they're both the same age.
Both same age. So I'm in a relationship with this girl, and I'm pretty sure she's the love of my life. However, I can't get over the feeling of inadequacy because she's significantly wealthier than me. She pretty much was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. And she comes from a rich family and doesn't have the same worries that I do. You see, she's used to the luxury lifestyle. She appreciates fine dining and frequent travel, and lives in an exclusive neighborhood in our city. I have a job that pays the bills, and that's it. We met at this job, and I was infatuated from the start and decided to pursue her in hopes she would give me a chance or at least spare me a glance. Well, 5 months later, here we are.
Ooh.
I wouldn't call myself an insecure guy, but she's way out of my league. She's good, kind, and gorgeous. She's smart and speaks 5 languages. I was talking to her friend about how lovely she is, and she asked, what do I bring to the table?
The good old question, what do you bring to the table?
And I don't know what to think. I'm worried about looking like a gold digger. Hey, dude's got class. He's got morals.
I mean, yeah, but it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me that the woman is born and raised with the money, right? She doesn't. Yeah. She's not working for it. It's given to her. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Yeah. Let's see. I feel like a gold digger. I'm worried about ruining her reputation. She could probably do better than me, and that trust fund baby friend of hers seems to agree. Ditched a friend. It's fucking time to bail. Simple as that. We're from 2 different worlds. How can we ever make it work?
I mean, it really depends on how the girl is, right? If she is a older woman, if she is a woman that is looking for a man to take care of her and not have to worry about her money, and as long as she doesn't bring money into the issue as an issue, they probably have no issue, or probably will not have any issues. It's really depending on how she acts, right? I mean, you can't really tell by the way he's talking how she acts.
Yeah, he's not giving anything except for just her looks.
Yeah,
that's basically, he's basing it upon how she looks. I did like the fact where he said, I don't want to look like a gold digger. I mean, I see his point, and it seems to me that he has some morals.
Yeah, but I mean, he also said that she was a good woman.
Yeah.
So
he shouldn't even feel like a gold digger if she's a good woman, but he's got morals.
Yeah. I mean, the friends got to go, though. Mm-hmm. The friends
Oh, yeah.
already starting to put her little way in there, trying to make it wedge. He can
Yeah.
still be the protector and provider in a different way.
Different.
Yeah,
Love,
true.
love, attention.
True. But I mean, what most women, and I mean, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty positive most women want stability and security, right? If she has got everything she wants, what does she need him for? Except for love, right?
Yeah.
So how is she going to feel secure and stable if she's making the money or she got more money than he does?
I think your cat wants it. Meow.
Fucking cat, man. I swear. Safety? I mean, so safety is a Nikki. Yeah. Safety is a thing that is based off trust. And I truly believe that has to grow, right? You don't just have trust for people, especially these days. You don't have trust for people right off the bat like you used to. Back in the day, you would kind of know people because you grew up with them. Mm-hmm. Today, people are dating people that's fucking miles away, states away, right? So,
What's up with it?
it takes a while to build that trust.
I hope that ain't trademarked. But he ain't messing with no broke. That's it. So some of the comments were basically saying, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what others think. Valid point. Very valid. Fuck what everybody else thinks. It's what makes you guys happy. What works for you guys is not going to work for somebody else.
True.
The important thing is that you both care for one another and treat each other right. Don't let those insecurities stop you from being happy with someone who appreciates you the same. Never compare families or wealth into the equation when you are with a person you cherish and adore. I really hold true to that. That is very true. Love is not based on money, facts, unless you decide to pay for it. Ha. No pun intended. Just be more confident in it. Fuck what others think because they aren't part of your relationship.
Yeah, I agree
100%. 100%. 100% on that one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's see. What else do we got here? I've got a good one. I do have a question, though. I do have a really good question. You know how women sit there and say that, not all, some women, that when they say brain fart, not security, submissive is a bad thing. They hate that word. But if you ask every single woman, if you want a man to sit there and tell you where we're going to go on a date, where we're going to go to dinner, what time we're going to go to dinner, women eat that shit up.
Sometimes they see that as controlling.
Well, at the same time, but more women, I would say, agrees with that. And at the same time, the women sit there and say, I'm not submissive or submit. I'm not going to submit to a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if a woman, same type of woman, will also say, I want somebody to sit there and tell me this XYZ. But think about it. You literally just submitted to your man.
So a lot of those women
he tells you, be ready by 7:00. We're going to XYZ restaurant for the night. Be ready.
Yeah, but those type of women typically want somebody to lead. There's a difference between submitting and following a leader, right?
Right. But what I mean by that is there are women that say, submission is bad. It's bad. But those are the same type of women that also still want their man to tell them what time to be ready for dinner, et cetera, et cetera. You had literally just contradicted everything you said.
I mean, yeah. At the same time, it depends on the woman because there's a lot of women out there that don't like being told, "Hey, get ready. I'm picking you up at this time. I'm taking you to this place," without any options. Mm-hmm. Some of them want options so that they can kind of dictate where they're going to go, right?
Nah.
We want a man to pick where we are eating and what we are doing. That's what Miss Mel said.
Let's see. What else is there we've got here? This is a good one, I think. It's short. How long are you willing to wait for a proposal? 29 female and 30 male. How long are you willing to wait for a proposal in a relationship, assuming you want to get married? I'm going to throw that in there. Assuming you want to get married. Okay. I've been 29 female, been dating my boyfriend, 30 years old, for nearly 4 years, living together for about a year and a half.
4 years is a long time.
It is. He originally told me he wanted to wait 10 years to get engaged, but shortened that down to 5 or 6 years when I asked him earlier this year.
This dude don't want to get married.
No, he don't want to get married. Right off the bat. I mean, you sit there and say 10 years right off the bat that you don't want to get married, and then turn around and you shorten it down to 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get
married. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I want to be married, and I bring it up from time to time, and he said he's still not sure / not ready. Then if you're not ready, and you already gave her a timeline, you're never going to be ready. After nearly 4 years, shouldn't you know? Abso-friggin-lutely you should.
Yeah, you should know that you want to get married within probably the first couple months, if any.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be 30 next year, and I don't want to keep waiting around for someone that may never happen.
Because that wall is coming up, and she's about to hit it. That wall's coming up, and she's about to hit it face first.
And I've always dreamed of a relationship where I know I'm wanted, and a guy makes it clear he wants to marry me someday. Even if that day isn't now, I feel I'll never get that from him.
I'd hate to say it, but she's not going to get it from him.
No. She might as well just cut her losses at that point, and
that's a long time to have time invested, though, right? She's invested all that time, the energy. She's moved in with him, or he's moved in with her. Which sounds like that they've been living together for a year and a half. Mm-hmm. I mean, 10 years to get engaged, man. That's ridiculous. Now, unless he's like building a company or building a business. Now, if he's just normal 9-to-5 job or normal work that he's doing, working for someone else, I don't see it. But if he is building a business, maybe, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't see it going anywhere. I wasted a year and 1 month. Wow.
So which one sounds better?
I'm still
1 year and 1 month or 13 months?
He broke it down Barney style. He broke it down Barney style.
But no, I mean, to me, I think she probably needs to cut sling load and start looking for another man.
Or, well, I wouldn't really. I mean, it sounds like if she's in a hurry. I mean, let me take that back. She's not in a hurry to get married. He's promised, or not really promised, but told her, he gave her a time frame, and she's going to hold him to that, which is understandable. It sounds like she's somewhat traditional. She has dreams. So, I mean, I don't see why. I don't see an issue. Unless there's something that she's not telling us in that story.
Cut sling load.
Cut sling load. I haven't heard that in a minute, bro. Bruh. Haven't heard that in a minute.
Bruh. That was an old saying that we used to say when I was at 101st, man.
Based. Fucking hate that word.
Yeah,
I hate that goddamn word.
All these new fucking terminologies for shit is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Shooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Boop. I'm still trying to. It's.
Cries says so based.
So based.
So based.
Who said that?
Oh. Cries. 101st. Benjamin Brown. Rockasan. I don't know if you're a rock song, but I was.
Based. So based. Let's see. Lost concentration here for a second here. There's one. Here we go. This is a study, really, that was done. Why do single men over 40? It's going to be a little while. This is all statistics, basically, and I'll read all the where it's coming from, etc. But why do single men over 40 desire relationships / partners more than single women over 40?
You know why? Because men and women are fucking different. Plain and simple. Men and women are different. We got different desires, different wants, different needs. But no, seriously, get back on track here.
No, you're good. No, you're fine. We could talk about that.
Yeah,
That's a really good question, but it's a discussion. From a study that came out by Pew Research in August 2020 called A Profile of Single Americans.
Okay.
So we got, quote unquote, from this study that was done in August by A Profile of Single Americans, men are far more likely than women to be on the dating market. 61% of single men say they are currently looking for a relationship or dates, compared with 38% of single women.
Okay.
Okay. About those over 40, you're getting old. At that point, it's kind of downhill.
I think, honestly, it's because men are, as they're growing up, they don't have as many opportunities to be in a relationship as a woman does. Being honest, women have, it's easier for women to be in a relationship or to even get a relationship than a man. So they've been lonely longer than women. So when they hit their 40s, they're wanting to settle down and actually have somebody around, right? They're getting lonely, plain and simple. And women, they have dealt with stupidity throughout their 20s and 30s. And they've had so many fucking relationships. Now they're wanting to just be single and not have a partner. A part of that quote unquote healing.
Healing.
You know what I hear when I hear that healing word? I'll be honest.
I'm a hoochie. I like to spread my legs and get. That's what I'm hearing.
Exactly what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm hearing. Excuses, just an excuse to lay down in bed with every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
But JJ needs to cool off. That's what I'm hearing.
That ain't cooling it off. It's being pounded by so many dudes.
No, when they say I'm healing, right? But JJ needs to cool off. That's what I'm hearing. All that loose for JJ.
I just hear excuses. About those over 40, though, the gender differences are heavily concentrated among older singles, while men and women younger than 40 are roughly equally likely. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Let me reread that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm reading word for word here. While men and women younger than 40 are roughly equally likely not to be looking for a relationship or dates. They put a quote in parentheses here, 33% and 39% respectively. Men and women 40 and older are very different. Well, fuck no shit. You're different from in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. You're different
from
your
time
whole
you're
life.
Born.
Yeah. What the fuck? No,
it takes a study to tell you that you're fucking different.
Right? No, we all become different when you hit 40, okay? Men and women hit different when you're 40. Let's see. 40 are different. A majority of older women, 71%, say they aren't looking to date right now, compared with 42% of men 40 and older.
I mean, what I said earlier pretty much explains it all.
Doesn't this push against the narrative of men on YouTube that say women die alone by not choosing a partner in time, so they end up perpetually seeking one?
Say, okay, wait a minute. Let's break that one down.
I'll reread it. Doesn't this push against the narrative of men on YouTube? Now, what I'm looking at this, that one first sentence to say that women die alone, I'm thinking that's the Red Pill podcast shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of thinking where that's coming from. By not choosing a partner in time, so they end up perpetually seeking one.
Yeah, but I don't see that pushing against the agenda or pushing against the narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
If women are, if the majority of women over 40 are saying that they don't want to be in a relationship, they're not looking for a relationship, that is not pushing against the narrative. That's accepting the narrative.
Let's see. It seems that these over 40 women prefer. Love this one. Holy shit. Holy shit. It seems that these over 40 women prefer to be cat ladies.
So I seen a TikTok on this one. Let's go finish
More,
this.
the
Finish
cat ladies more than men who are actively seeking a partner, quote unquote, not casual. Why the discrepancy? Especially when bachelorship for men is idealized so much.
So I've seen a TikTok on that specific sentence that you said about women selecting cats over men, right? Mm-hmm. Let's and this dude breaks it down really good. I wished I had it available and I would play it, but it basically says women pick cats over men and dogs because it's easier, because they take the bare minimum to deal with.
I seen that. I know what video you're talking about. I seen that, and I was like, dude, I think I sent it to Melissa.
It makes so much sense.
Dude, you are so fucking right.
Yeah.
Basically,
because a man
saying,
and a dog are basically the same thing, right?
if you want a good man, you got to put some fucking effort into it. That's the issue. That's basically the underlining what he's saying. To get a good man, you have to put forth of effort, and it's not a lot.
Yeah, and what happens to cats when you don't put any effort? They leave.
They fucking leave.
They leave, just like a fucking woman. You don't put any effort into a woman, she's gonna fucking leave.
That's it. Very, very minor effort to keep a man. It is very simple to keep a man. There's another one. It says, he basically, or is it the opposite that a small percentage of men have the women? Let me repeat that again. Or is it the opposite that a small percentage of men have the women?
So that goes to the red pilling, right?
Yep.
That goes to the whole red pill narrative where they are saying that all these women that are looking for relationships are wanting that high value man. And because we know the average Joe is invisible to pretty much most of the women. I won't say all. I'll say most of the women, right? The average Joe guy or male, man, whatever you want to call them, they are pretty much invisible to the average female. So all these single available females, what the red pill says, is they're dating all the same men.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, if you really think about it statistically, it makes fucking sense. I just don't see it. Just in real world scenario, I just don't see it. Statistically, I fucking see it, but real world scenario, I just don't see it.
It also says, I'm confused though, because it says desire. So the majority of 40 plus women don't desire anyone to settle down with. And if these women are sharing HVM, I don't know what the fuck that stands for.
High value men.
High value men. Thank you. That makes sense now. How could they, if the argument is that high value men don't want women at this age to begin with?
Well, I mean, the desire is not there because it goes back to what I said earlier. Mm-hmm. Most women have more opportunity for relationships than men. So when they're 20s and 30s, they've had multiple, probably quadruple the amount of relationships an average man has, a typical man has. So they have more trauma added to them. So by the time they hit 40, they don't want to deal with bullshit anymore.
Right.
So
right.
either they find a man that is going to meet what they want and desire, or they'll just rather be single. Which, I mean, here's my thing. My thing about this whole fucking relation, I'm happily married, thank God, because I wouldn't be dating. If I was single, I would not fucking date because it's just fucking horrible out there from what I've been told by my daughter and what I observe on fucking TikTok. It's fucking horrible out there. So, only thing I can say is men and women both have wants and desires and needs. They're completely different from each other. You're not going to find somebody if you are not going out there and putting yourself available.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, once you get into a relationship or once you find somebody that you're comfortable to be around, right? That's when you stop putting yourself available out there. That's where a lot of people that I've observed have issue. They continue putting themselves out there looking available, even though they're talking to somebody. On both sides. It can be both men and women, but the majority is on the woman's side.
I don't have any more stories.
Yeah.
So anybody who's watching, again, I'll just repeat this. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Please subscribe. It helps it out. Boost it up a little bit, get people's attention, people watching, interact a little bit more. Also, please feel free to email the MB Show unfiltered at gmail.com. Some stories about relationships, love, am I the asshole stories that are always epic and fun. If you have any of those, please feel free to email. I do not use names, but ages, please, would be great.
Age and sex or gender. No fucking pronouns. We don't want that shit.
Going down the hill with that one.
We don't want that shit. Just give us male or female.
It has been fun.
Everybody have a good night.
Take care, guys.